This is Daily Blast Live. We're talking about what you're talking about.
It's because everyone's talking about this.
Always live, always real, always unpredictable.
I think that's taking it to another level.
Yeah. Log on and join our live conversation.
He said this as we were coming on TV.
DBL starts right now.
3, 2. Welcome to Daily Blast Live. It's Tuesday, March 19th. We are live and we're talking about what you're talking about. Right now, I'm here with Eric and Brandon. I'm Jeff. A lot to get to, guys. Let's get started. Talk show host Wendy Williams has revealed some shocking news on her show. She opened up about her struggles with addiction. Let's take a look.
Well, for some time now, and even today and beyond, I have been living in a sober house.
She never reveals why she's there, but does admit that she struggled with cocaine in the past. Wendy says she has a sober coach and a 10 p.m. curfew and says she hides it all by getting all glammed up to do the show. Wendy just returned to TV 2 weeks ago after taking an extended break for medical issues. Now, my question to you guys, is this a good idea? Just because, I'm not saying it's good or bad, but do you think some of the stress that TV show brings might push her back in her old ways, or is her old ways of having a routine exactly what she needs?
I think she needs a routine. Most people need a routine, but I know that a lot of my friends who are in recovery talk about the importance of having being accountable to a place and a time, and that helps to keep them sober. But she is in a predicament because she goes on to talk about how she's kind of still hiding in some respects, right, because she gets all glammed up for the show, and I think that's really important for people to understand that, like, this is a job. This isn't necessarily who you are every day. You come in and you turn it on. So I'm sure that all of the demands of the world have probably been getting to her in some capacity. She's had the ability to hide it, and that's what she's been doing. But now that she said what it is, which is the hardest thing to do, then she can't hide behind it anymore.
Yeah, I kind of disagree, because I think this may be a lot of stress on her, Erica, just because she's one of those gossip columnist type people, talk show women, who she's talking about people. She has online beefs with 50 Cent. Howard Stern has said some stuff about her before. Recently. So I think that that's going to be pressure on her. So if she has to say something, let's say Erica Cobb did something, she has to say something about you. Now, when your response comes back in the social media or in the tabloids, she reads that. I think that might be a lot of stress on her as well.
I don't know. I think that Wendy's always understood what her role was and who she is, and I commend anyone who's able to just speak from their sense of the truth. But I mean, sobriety is going to be hard for anyone who's in recovery, but I do wish her well, and I know that people are going to say some things. I feel like certain things shouldn't be out there for beef. Well,
we'll see, won't we? We have some new details on the death of soap star Kristoff St. John. Let's go over to Raquel Villanueva. She has news at the moment.
Well, Jeff, right now, multiple reports say Kristoff St. John died from heart disease and an accidental alcohol overdose. The LA Coroner's Office listed his official cause of death as accidental, and the Young and the Restless star was found dead last month at 52 years old. And we just found out he had just left a mental health facility 2 days before he passed.
Wow, thanks, Raquel. I mean, the mental health facilities are becoming more and more prevalent. It seems in Hollywood, probably in real life, we just don't talk about it.
Definitely in real life. I almost checked myself into one a day. I'm like, no, I'm being very serious.
Really?
When you have, well, I wasn't really going to check, but you know, like, but no, it's like
we're together all day.
I know.
Some other things happen.
No, it's just, I think that people need to acknowledge when enough has been enough for them. And sometimes when you do it in the moment, it saves you from what can happen down the road. And I think that you need to have mental health stopping points where it's like, you know what? This isn't in my control right now. There's too many things going on. I need to take a break. And when people are able to do that, then I think that that's really what gets you ahead of the game.
I think it shows that you have a grip on things more than you don't. If you're already willing to admit that you have a problem. So I think that's a good step. Before it's too late, that is. All right, guys, we're still following the college admission cheating scandal involving actress Lori Loughlin and Felicity Huffman. First, USC is taking action as we speak, not allowing students associated with the alleged cheating scam to register for classes or get transcripts while the university reviews their enrollment. Next, Lori Loughlin is adding some big guns to her defense team, hiring a lawyer who was part of the Department of Justice's lead prosecutors against Enron. That's pretty big, and they had a big mess to clean up themselves. And Hollywood A-lister Julia Roberts is also weighing in on the scandal. Let's take a listen.
Well, to bring the college situation into the mix, that to me is so sad, because I feel from an outsider that it says a little bit, I don't have enough faith in you. I
tend to agree with Julia Roberts.
Agreed, especially the dad, Massimo.
Yeah.
He took the college tuition money and started his clothing line.
For his own college tuition.
For his own college tuition, took it and it blew up and became the successful man he is. The $500K for the $2, let's take one daughter, Olivia Jade, the YouTube sensation, 2 million subscribers. She had a deal with Sephora at about the makeup line at about 18, 19 years old. Why not take that $250 and put it in her business? Put it in her. You didn't have to put that in a college education. So I just don't get it. Like Pretty Woman said, they may not have had the faith in her. Julia Roberts, Pretty Woman.
Pretty Woman.
Like, that was in Pretty Woman? Yeah, no, it's just ironic to me, because you had a girl who, she had very early success. She clearly is not, she's not hard on the eyes. She would have gone on to continue to have a lot of success. And now the brand has been tarnished in a way that will remain to be seen whether she's able to come back from this or not. And now is really the time that she might want to get an education.
Yeah.
You might want to get an education.
Well, we'll see what happens with that as well. We have some news just in about the Biebs. It's time for the Bieber Beat. There we go. Tonight, there are reports that Justin and Hailey are postponing their wedding ceremony for now, guys. Don't get excited, for now. The couple are already wed at the courthouse, but we're planning a larger ceremony for family and friends. And now People Magazine reports the couple is waiting until Justin feels better and is excited about the wedding planning. I don't know if that's ever going to happen. But the Biebs opened up about his struggles with depression earlier this month. A source also tells People that Hailey, quote, only wants him to focus on his mental health. Now, I'm joking around with this because planning a wedding, quite honestly, is very stressful, and I blame the florist because sometimes those prices get a little expensive. But I'm happy for them. I'm happy Hailey is taking his side. And again, we were just talking about mental health, how important it is at any age.
Yeah, I mean, this is a kid who, I mean, he's a man now, but nothing about his life is normal. So it's like, who do you relate to say, I'm having a bad day or I'm not feeling like myself? And I just feel bad for him, because this is supposed to be like one of the most exciting times in his life, and he can't adequately enjoy it because he can't get out of his own head. And that's got to be really debilitating.
Yeah, I think after this last year of just hearing the celebrities we've lost because of mental health, the things that people have done, the atrocious things people have done because blaming it on their mental health, it's just, I don't know, man. Like I'm worried. Like I'm worried for everybody. Like not just celebrities, but family members now as well. Everybody. You want to talk to people and be like, hey, are you okay? Do you need time for yourself? So,
well, wishing the Biebs the best. And I still didn't get that invitation, by the way. All right, guys, we're getting our first sneak peek at Toy Story 4. Let's get over to Stephanie Jones with the new trailer coming in hot.
That's right. The toys are back in town. In the new trailer for Toy Story 4, we meet Forky, the confused toy that can't seem to find his place. Here's a look.
I am not a toy. I was made for soup, salad, maybe chili, and then the trash.
Buzz, we've got to get Forky. Affirmative. Why am I alive? You're Bonnie's toy. You are going to help create happy memories that will last for the rest of her life.
Huh? What?
Toy Story 4 hits theaters on June the 21st.
Steph liked it.
Wait, how is his name Forky? That's a spork. That's a sport. His name should be Sporky.
You're kind of right.
Thank you.
I'm with you on that one.
Thank you.
Erica's got a point.
You got a point.
Breaking news.
Yeah.
DBL is live. We'll bring you breaking news as soon as it happens. And coming up, a food hack you're going to love. How to get your cake and eat it too in less than a minute. Also, comedian Rich Little shares some of his greatest impressions and gives us a glimpse into classic Hollywood. That's next on DBL. Brandon makes a good point. His hair was not long enough, or she, I don't know what sex, Porky, what's her name? Forky. Her name? Forky. Like I said, it should be called Sporky. Got a lot to talk about during this break.
Yeah. I don't know if forks necessarily have genders, but Forky was leaning.
I didn't want to offend anybody. I didn't want to offend any. Yeah, I don't want to offend any forks.
I respect that. I respect that. Forky was leaning a little bit more in the Pewter family. And when I think pewter, I tend to think a little bit more masculine.
All right.
So I'm going to say that Forky may be male, but does it really matter?
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, we're going to read some comments out. We're going to switch this up. Hey, DBL, hanging out, Top Golf in Vegas, not swinging a club, just watching family. I love Top Golf, but I've never been to the one in Vegas. I have been to one in Denver. Have you? Here?
Oh, I haven't. Oh, I'm supposed to go on Friday.
Oh, we got to do a DBL trip there.
Yeah.
I love it.
I haven't gone. My Anthony's mother and sister and nieces and nephews are going to be in town for that.
Really?
So I'm meeting them there at some point when they're here.
Nice. Nice. I got a buddy in town this weekend, too. And the NCAA starts this weekend, so it's going to be a giant weekend.
Woo,
so
go basketball.
It's going to be fun. Yeah. Go basketball.
Give me one team in there.
Is my team in that?
DePaul?
Yeah.
No, they might be in the women's, but not the men's.
Oh, yeah, they're always in the women's.
Who do you got?
I want to say, Virginia, Houston. I'm going to go with Houston. I'm going to go with the sleeper. I'm going to go with the sleeper.
All right. I mean, everyone's filling out their brackets. They're due Thursday, but I mean, Duke might be unstoppable, and I'm not even a Duke fan. I hope they get upset, but we only talk sports at the end. Everyone's filling out their brackets. Am I right?
Bracket thing.
Welcome back to DBL. Our own Tori Schulman recently got the chance to meet Hollywood legend, comedian Rich Little. He's most famous for his many spot-on celebrity impressions, and he continues to channel some of the greatest stars who ever lived in today's Catching Up with the Stars, Hollywood Legends. Comedic legend Rich Little, welcome to DBL. Thank you so much for taking the time. You are considered one of the greatest impersonators of all time. Did you know right from the start you were good at impersonating people?
Well, I started imitating teachers at school. That's how I started, you know. And it wasn't long before the teachers were charging a 2-drink minimum and a cover charge. Even before I did impressions, I was sketching.
Wow.
In charcoal.
Wow.
And I would do, you know, various sketches like dear lady, if a dog is a man's best friend and a diamond is a girl's best friend, who do you think is the smarter sex?
You're scary, man. You are so good. How many U.S. presidents can you impersonate?
I guess I do about eight presidents.
Is there any that you can do for us now? Who's the easiest for you to do?
Reagan was always my favorite. And Reagan used to say to me, you know, Rich, I think you do me better than I do.
That is crazy. It sounds like I'm talking to him. Can I ask you a question? Do you listen to the sounds of the voice, or do you watch the visual more when you're doing an impersonation?
You know, I see them in my mind, actually. You know, I try to become the person I'm doing, you know. Sometimes I get so into doing Johnny Carson that when the show is over, I go to the dressing room and write out an alimony check.
It's crazy. I was just going to say, you appeared actually several times on The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
I did The Tonight Show a lot. I hosted it, I think, 32 times. Wow. I was a guest, my gosh, about 40 times.
Is there any way possible you could say, tune in to watch DBL, but in a John Wayne's voice?
Well, pilgrims, tune in and watch DBL because it's a hell of a show.
I'm so impressed, sir. Thank you for taking the time. You are such a legend. I'm a stand-up, and I think it's phenomenal. I follow in your footsteps. Thank you, thank you, thank you for taking the time. It's been an honor.
Bye.
Thanks, Tori. We do have an update to Mama June's recent drug arrest. Let's get over to Raquel Villanueva. She has news at the moment.
Well, Jeff, reality star Mama June's mugshot was released today, and she was arrested for drug possession, and reports say it was for crack cocaine, and she's facing jail time after a fight at an Alabama gas station last week. Her boyfriend, Gino Doak, was also arrested and charged for drugs and domestic violence. Reports say her family is concerned about her relationship with Doak because he's making an unsafe environment for her daughter, Honey Boo Boo, who is only 13 years old. The pair star in her latest show, From Not to Hot, and the new season is airing right now, and her next court date is March 27th.
Thank you, Raquel. I mean, I don't want to make fun, but you have to say something about those photos. Wow. Exactly.
That's all.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's about right. Coming up on DBL, this will keep you awake. The new horror film everyone's talking about. It's still ahead on DBL. Don't go anywhere.
Avengers Endgame trailer has arrived. You won't believe how much EA might have paid Ninja. The Dark Knight is returning to theaters. And can you believe it's almost been 40 years since the movie Alien? That's all next in The Jump Off. I'm Abby, and welcome to The Jump Off. I'm here to bring you all the latest news in gaming, tech, and nerd culture, so let's get started right now. The Avengers have assembled in the highly anticipated trailer for Avengers Endgame. The movie picks up where we left off in last year's Infinity War, where villain Thanos eliminated half of the heroes. And I was watching the trailer waiting to see Captain Marvel, and there she is, right at the end. I can't wait. EA reportedly paid a popular gaming streamer, Ninja, $1 million to promote their new game, Apex Legends. Crazy, right? That's according to a report from Reuters that says he was paid to promote the game in the first hours of its launch last month. Just so you know, Apex Legends is a free-to-play game, a lot like Fortnite, which Ninja's actually known for. EA says they had streamers from all over the world playing the game so people would see it and generate maximum hype. Happy birthday, Batman! To celebrate his 80th birthday, Warner Brothers is bringing the Dark Knight trilogy back to theaters, but only in 5 cities for single-night screenings. Those cities are Los Angeles, New York, San Francisco, Toronto, and Indianapolis. Tickets are already on sale! Can you believe it's been almost 40 years since the Alien franchise began? In its honor, you'll be able to watch 6 short films online, all made by a new generation of filmmakers. The 6 were picked from over 550 submissions, and they'll be released weekly starting March 29th. That's it for The Jump Off. As always, I'll be here every week with your latest in gaming, tech, and nerd culture news. We'll see you next time.
Here's a very fun way to cook scrambled eggs with a cappuccino machine. Break up the eggs, a little salt, a little pepper, and about a teaspoon and a half of butter.
A couple months back, this hack video went viral. Now, Martha Stewart making scrambled eggs with the cappuccino machine. So this got us thinking here at DBL, what are some other food hacks? This is why I met up with Chef Jason Bray, owner of the J Street Food Truck, to learn some ways to up my creative food game. Check it out. What are we making today?
All right, we got our first hack is gonna be, you like crispy hash browns, right?
Yes,
you go to
I
a
do.
restaurant, you want them crispy, how they cook it on a flat top. A lot of times you don't get that at home. So what we do is we're gonna do crispy hash brown waffles. You do it in a waffle maker. You do a little bit of just, fresh shredded hash browns from the grocery store. I'll let you mix in. We got a little bit of shredded cheese in there. Yep, dump all that, and then we got salt and pepper. Real simple.
Salt and pepper's here.
All right, and then you just get your waffle iron, get it nice and hot, Key is you want to get lots of spray so it's not going to stick.
Okay. No stick.
And we put cheese. It's not your typical hash brown, but again, you won't do anything different after this. Nice cheesy hash brown. You know, it's getting nice and hot. We're gonna load these guys up here, get us 2 crispy, cheesy hash browns. And the other nice thing of this is you kind of set it and forget it. You can put these in, you know, they take about 12 minutes to cook, and you can make some other stuff and get your coffee going.
Okay, set it, forget it. The hash browns are cooking. Let's move on to the next half.
We're gonna do a quick cake that you can make in the microwave.
Nice
Real
quick
simple.
cake.
So we got all our liquid ingredients. I'll have you put it in the blender. We got some milk, little oil, little egg yolks, little egg whites. You go ahead and dump everything into the blender.
Nice.
And this is just super quick cake. Last, add the flour to the mix and then go ahead and give a good blend. Blend that up for a little bit.
What is that?
So this is just a soda siphon. Soda siphon or a whipped cream canister. You know, they're not too expensive. If, you know, some people might have them if you make homemade whipped cream or make your own seltzer water. We're just gonna pour this guy.
You can make seltzer water with that stuff?
Yep.
Wow.
All right, I'm gonna fill this guy just to spell this out. Nice.
Just a little bit halfway?
Yeah, yep, about halfway. All right. Now let's throw it in the microwave.
It's 35 seconds, let it sit. Hey, Jason, I have to thank you for these food hacks, man. You know what? Martha Stewart must be cray if she thinks she can food hack like Jason Bray.
Yeah, dig in. It's just again the airiness of the cake is just like a sponge.
So spongy.
So sponge. It's almost
like my hair almost.
And again, you can do, you know, put some fresh berries on there. You can, you know, change the flavor as far as adding cocoa powder, a little lemon zest.
That's what I'm talking about. There we go.
Yeah.
That was good. To get the full recipes on both of these hacks, visit our website, dailyblastlive.com/recipes.
Those hash browns look good to me.
They did look really good.
Really good, really good. I'm making that at home this weekend.
I like it. And he did almost same parts potato and cheese, which made it even better.
You know.
All right, guys, ready for a good scare? Let's get over to Stephanie Jones with more on the new horror flick, Us. It's coming in freaky hot, Steph.
That's right. Actress Lupita Nyong'o stars in Us that hits in theaters this week. Here's your first look.
There's a family in our driveway.
It's probably the neighbors. But y'all scared of a family? Hi, can I help you?
Zora, put your shoes on.
If you want to get crazy, we can get crazy.
And last night, Lupita was on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Check out her contacts. And she talked about how she actually scared a fan at the premiere. Watch this.
At one point, I went to the bathroom while the movie was going on, and another lady came out of the stall to wash her hands, and I emerged from my stall, just like, and I knew it wasn't because she was starstruck. She was mortified to see me there. I felt so bad for her. I calmed her down. She was like, can I have a selfie?
Guys, who would you want to take a bathroom selfie with?
Not that. I would be scared. I'd be scared.
I'm gonna have to sit this one out. I don't do scary movies.
It looks scary, for real.
I don't do scary movies, but I have to go see that.
Life is scary enough.
I still haven't seen Get Out, so I owe Jordan Peele. I owe him.
I did finally watch Get Out. I was on an international flight, and I was forced to do so because all the other movies definitely sucked.
Wow.
So I watched Get Out, and the whole time, everybody was sleeping, and I was but I knew other people were around, so I'd be okay. They couldn't get me up there.
I don't like that. All right, guys, we'll be right back.
Promotional consideration.
Ice-T, welcome to Daily Blast Live. How you feeling this morning?
What's up, Al? What's happening, baby? I'm good.
How does somebody go from releasing the first hip-hop album with the parental advisory warning sticker to now playing a hard-nosed detective on SVU?
I have no idea. I mean, this is the furthest away from my life that I thought. I mean, you got to remember, before I started making those records, I thought I was just going to be in the streets my whole life. I thought, you know, my life was going to be some arch criminal that was always going to, you know, be one step ahead of the cops. Now here I am later on in life playing the police. I can say I had a lot of experience dealing with the police firsthand, but, you know, I mean, that's where one of my mottos come in. I say you don't guide life, you ride life.
We've been talking about SVU, obviously, and I'm about to say this, but I can't believe it, but I guess it does make sense. The show's been on for 20 seasons. Will there be a 21st season, and are you just going to ride this out until it ends?
Yeah, I'm black. I don't jump off a ship while it's still floating, Jack. You dig? I'm going to be on it till the wheels fall off. I mean, if we get one more, we haven't been officially picked up, but when we do get picked up, we'll stay positive. We will have broken the longest running television show drama in history of television.
Now, one of my favorite parts of SVU is your friendship with Mariska Hargitay, or Detective Olivia Benson, as everybody knows her. Can you tell us one surprising fact about her that our fans like me wouldn't know?
Mariska's real crazy. Like, you know, I mean, she acts real tough on the show, but she's funny. She loves to act like she can rap. She dances around. She could be a comedian.
Your true crime show, In Ice Cold Blood, is back for a second season. Tell me, what got you into true crime? Because for real, it was my girl. Like, that's what you do on in the afternoons on the Sunday, is just watch City Confidential straight. So how did you get into it?
Absolutely the same way. Coco was... I'm not lying. Coco watched Snap. So Snap, people out there, your listeners or your viewers know, Snap, if they don't know, it's a show about women killing their husbands. So I advise any guy, if your wife is watching that show, watch it with her. Like, look over, check her temperature every once in a while. Oh, is that when you think it's okay, you know? And that's how it started. And then we met the people from Oxygen, and they said, Ice, you would be an excellent person to host one of our shows. And I said, cool. So I said, you know, if I get to help create it, and so that's why I'm executive producer, and we based it off of sex, money, murder, and lust. And I wanted to hit it from a different angle, not from the cops' angle, but from how diabolical people are and how cold-blooded people could be. And what made them think that murder is a solution, like you're gonna get away with it. I'm from the streets, I grew up around a lot of tough people, but never in any of my conversations did anybody say, we'll just kill them.
Everybody, that's the man, the legend, Ice-T. Thank you for joining us on Daily Blast Live. For more of Ice-T, catch new episodes of In Ice Cold Blood on Monday on the Oxygen channel. Thank you, appreciate you, brother.
Thank you.
Welcome back to DBL. At the break, we were talking about some of our scariest movies. What's the scariest movie you ever saw?
Avatar.
Avatar?
3 hours of some blue alien running around. No, I'm just joking. Chucky.
All right, good. I was like, come on. What's yours?
Definitely Candyman.
Ooh.
I will not repeat it.
Candyman.
Dude,
stop it!
Don't put that on us.
What you mean? So take back the Avatar comment. What about you?
Mine was the original Exorcist. I still can't watch. Man, what are you doing? All right, we'll be back same time, same place tomorrow. I don't know if Brandon will be. We'll see you.